I've got a fun fact for you. We recently did some research with the parents of campers who attended Connect Camps, and we were just curious, when are parents in the communities that we go to making their plans for the upcoming summer? And you're going to be shocked by the results. We found that 5% of parents make their plans for the upcoming summer in December or earlier. That's 5%. That's not a ton. Where the big numbers come in, 20% of parents make their plans in January, and then another 25% make them in February. So you know what that means? That means by when February hits, half of the parents in your community have already made their plans for this upcoming summer. So that means that if we're waiting till later down the cycle, April, May, March even, a good portion of parents are have already decided where their kids are going to be spending their summer. That is just wild to think about. But we took that and we were like, that's good to know. If we're going to reach the communities where we're doing Connect Camps, then we're going to need to be ready to start marketing Connect Camps earlier than ever. That's why step three of the marketing coordinator responsibility is to build your Get Notified plan. Your Get Notified plan is a marketing plan that goes before registration goes live. Registration goes live in February, but this Get Notified plan, we recommend starting it in October so that you can be talking about camp and educating the families of your community about Connect Camps before they even think about making any other plans for the summer. We want them to plan their summer around your week of camp. And so that's why we've given you so many resources to help get families notified in your community. So let's go through what you have at your disposal. You know, step three is build your Get Notified plan. So you might be wondering, like, what do I do? What do I do to build my Get Notified plan? I'm glad you asked. So you've got a couple different things. The first thing, which you have at your disposal, is 16 total marketing campaigns. These are what they look like. You can see all of them right here. You hopefully have already seen it. They all kind of look like this. I think 5 or 6 of them are specifically for Get Notified. So that means you can use 5 or 6 of them before February, before you go to the Connect conference. You can use it around your fall festival, late fall, Christmas, winter, so many different ways. So here's what they look like. All of them have a similar format. You'll see this. This will be an introduction to the campaign. And then you'll see what resources you need for that campaign. And then you'll see a day-by-day schedule for that campaign. Now, you'll see all the content below. So if this says the first thing is day -3, so day 0 is like in this example is the day of your event. Okay, that's day 0. So 3 days before your event, we'd recommend sending this email. We typed out the email, we linked everything there for you, we put in some other links for you, and then you can follow it. You can read it. Anything that you see that's highlighted in yellow, you'll just want to go in and make sure you put in the right information there for your community. Okay, so you got this outline, you got all the copy below, all the designs are linked, everything that needs to be customized to your community is highlighted in red. You might look at this and say, that's helpful, that'll help get me started, I'm not going to use that. That's totally okay. You're not required to use any of it, but we hope that it is helpful. We've put a lot of time and energy into building this for you so that it's helpful. We also know that in many churches, any communication that you send out has got to be approved, and it takes a while to do that. And so we wanted to give it to you all up front so that you could go through the process of getting that approved. You can just make a copy of this, customize it, make it your own, however you need. So you've got this campaign. You might be wondering, that's great. There's 16 of them. That can feel really PC. We want to put that together to make a full plan, a holistic marketing campaign, you might say. So you can take that campaign, you'll see that this one is about 17 days long. You'll go in here and you'll say campaign day 1. And then you can use this fun little drag over thing. That's day 7. Drag it over. So then you can see now that campaign is on your calendar. You know you're going to be using this campaign, which I should probably call it back to school campaign. Just so that it's clear. And then you have that. So it's on your calendar. Everyone will know, your home office contact will know that you are running the back to school campaign during this time. So that's the overarching one. Then you can go in and you can say, okay, I need to send an email, day -3, 1, 2, 3. So I go into my email text. This was October 4th, right here. I'm sending email 1. Just like that. I can fill in this information that's down here. That's my subject line. And then the copy is on this document. So I know exactly where it is. The campaign is back to school, which I didn't include on this document because it's already over. And the call to action is get notified. Okay, and then any other links that I would need to add are there. So then I would go through and I say, I'm using that email, great. I would list out all the emails I'm making, so that way it's planned out. These are the emails and that are going out from our team. So that's how these campaigns interact with our example marketing plan. You'll see you've got a page where you can hopefully have already filled out your audience. You can write out your email text campaign right here. And then you can also put in your social media campaigns right here. You do a very similar thing, except for you would just copy over different information. And then you have your whole social media campaign written out there as well. This calendar is really just for like a general view. But if you wanted to add any other marketing actions that you're going to be doing during the month, you can add them over here if they don't necessarily like go with the date. So it's just helpful to have all that together. Now, that is what your calendar looks like. You don't just have one campaign. You actually have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You have 5 more campaigns that you can use for your overarching Get Notified campaign. The purpose of all 5 of those campaigns are to get families outside of your church notified to be notified whenever registration goes live. So it's all about that external focus, getting new contact information so that you can communicate with them whenever registration goes live. You also want the families that are already on your contacts list to go ahead and save the date on their calendar. So there will be a lot of that as well, making sure everyone knows, hey, Connect Camps, these are the dates is when they're going to be here. So that's the Get Notified campaign. Remember, parents are making their summer plans earlier than ever. 50% of parents already have their summer planned by February. Wild to think about, but it's important to know as we are getting ready. Now, if you want some more information about what to do, how to build up the best Get Notified campaigns with the 5 that we've already given you, or if you want to create some new ones, we've got some additional training resources for you. Every single campaign that we've built has a how-to video where we're going to give you tons of context about how to run that campaign in your community, and some additional ideas. So that's 5 more videos for this step of the marketing coordinator process, one for each of those campaigns. Then we've also got 4 101 videos. So if you're interested in learning more about how to use the marketing grid, how to access your digital marketing box, learning about the do's and don'ts of the Connect Camps brand, or implementing the marketing campaign template into your plan, we have some additional training resources on that. As always, if you have any questions, let us know, but we're pulling for you as you take on step 3, build your Get Notified campaign. Once you build the plan, you just have to run the plan. Much easier than trying to run the plan and build the plan at the same time. Trust me from experience. Talk to y'all later. Bye.